great people. We hope you are doing fine, and we hope this finds you well wherever you watching us from. This is John Bosco of Joint Hands Green Life Trees, and with my learned friend.
Hello everyone, this is Pamela of Joint Hands Green Life Trees.
And the background tells it all. We are at
Baba
God.
Godfrey, Baba Godfrey's yard.
Yeah, we are at
Yeah,
Baba Godfrey's yard, and we are here to update you on what is coming up next.
yeah.
Because a couple of people have been wondering why we are never here as frequently as
As,
other people.
yeah,
Like Zach frequents here so much. Fellow the boy is also so much around here. The reason is because we come from far away. We come from Migori, and Migori to this place is a little distant compared to Nyabohanse. You know, this whole area is proximate to Nyabohanse, so the proximity provides convenience to the people residing around Nyabohanse. They can always move to Mama Felicitas' place, move to see Mama Fred, and move again to see they would move again to see Mama Maria and all the other projects that are taking place here.
yeah. And as far as I'm concerned, I think Baba Godfrey's yard is the farthest from Nyabohanse. Is next to Tanzania because as we were moving from Mama Fred's yard the other time, we could see the beacons of the boundary between Kenya and Tanzania.
Yeah, and I think it was late in the evening. We were in a great hurry, so we didn't even capture the beacons. But we were running right. That road runs almost to the border. It is to the Kenyan side though, but we could see the beacons. Yeah, so Mama Fred and Mama Maria are also a little far from Nyabohanse, and Baba Godfrey is also a little far because he's at a place called Nyamwini. Mama Fred and Mama Maria are in Kengariso. Yeah, but Mama Felicitas is right within Nyabohanse. Yeah, so that is what happens. But we are here to undertake some tasks, and we are glad to be updating you about our new undertakings.
Yeah, and we're just happy that we have the opportunity to interact with people just far, just within Migori County, but different people from different regions, and just for change and transformation. Yeah.
Yeah, and we are just glad our subscribers are giving us opportunity to interact with communities around, reaching out to the most vulnerable, understanding community dynamics, because again, Migori, where we stay, we are living in predominantly a Luo community zone. And back here in Nyabohanse, it is a Kuria, predominantly it is Kuria community. And we are able to interact with these communities, understand lifestyles, culture, and such matters. We are just so grateful, and there is great diversity of culture among the communities residing here. Now, there is a subscriber who was also inquiring why there are large tracts of land, but no much farming is taking place.
No much farming is taking place, and people are not people are not interested in agriculture.
Yeah, so just as Pam is putting it, farming is not quite much embraced. Um, how it started was that in many years ago, farming was the only activity that existed, and everyone was doing it for subsistence, farming for purposes of having food, and that particularly was it. So many communities were hunters and gatherers, where hunting means they would look for game, edible game, wild animals, and that was a way of getting food. Then gathering meant that they would walk into the forests and look for wild fruits, edible leaves, barks of trees, edible roots, So that was hunting and gathering. Then there were communities who practiced agriculture, where they planted crops, and it was various crops that were cultivated. Then we had communities that kept livestock. So that was basically what every household was doing. There were no formal jobs, like someone wakes up and is a teacher or a civil servant or is engaged in a certain job. There were no jobs. Now, when civilization came in, farming, many people started seeing farming as a mediocre career. So everyone wanted something a little more advanced. People wanted to move away from soil and
so
from
that they
toiling.
could get some white collar jobs.
Yeah, people wanted nicer things to do. And so the farming practice that is undertaken by many, they are doing it because it is the only available opportunity. It is the only option that is in existence, but otherwise they won't be farming. And when we were growing up, when we were still young, many parents were teasing us. They were saying, study hard in school so that you don't be a farmer.
The way I am.
The way I am. So many people grew up seeing farming as a dirty job and as a poor man's job. So back here, when you say you are a farmer, you are not taken seriously.
Exactly.
Nobody takes you seriously when you say you are a farmer. Yeah, but now, because again, farming to us back here, many people still see it as a mediocre career. It is not something so serious that someone would be proud to associate with. Yeah, but
and
now...
that's why many people have now left big pieces of land, just moving to the urban areas to look for a job.
Actually, right after the colonial period, right after independence, many people moved to the urban areas for jobs. And you know, before money came in, before currency set in, what existed was barter trade. But when monetary currency came in, then it looked a little more beautiful. It was nice having some money in the pocket. So everyone looked for, everyone got out to look for money.
To look for money.
Yeah. So yeah, everyone wanted to make money. Yeah. So that is how it happened. So when everyone went to look for money, that is how everyone started seeing that those who remained home in the rural were farming, using the oxen or sometimes using the hose, or cultivating using own hands, and it was such a physical, sweaty job that nobody wanted to associate with. And we have traces of the same culture to date, where many people still see farming as a dirty job. But we have many people who are beginning to embrace farming. And one reason why farming is hated is because we have smart agriculture, but we also have people who are not ready to scale up.
To embrace the new ideas, the new technology.
So very few people are yet to embrace, many people are yet to embrace modern farming technology. So they still see farming as the very dirty job that we used to do. And I remember we would be woken up very early, by 5 in the morning.
Around 5?
Yeah, you would be woken up to get the oxen.
Not even 5, around 3 a.m.
Sometimes even 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And you were woken up, get the oxen onto the plow and get plowing. And sometimes if you didn't have the oxen...
move a very long distance just to start plowing.
Yeah.
Like 1 or 2 kilometers.
Yeah, a very long distance. It was actually a struggle. Actually, I think that is why many people grew up hating farming.
Exactly.
But now, you know, every food that we eat comes from farms.
From the farm,
so,
fresh food.
So you like it or not, we need to see that farming takes place.
Exactly.
And the trees that you see around presently are not the indigenous trees that we used to have. these are trees that, most trees are trees that were just planted. And so it means everyone has to participate in seeing that planting, growing, farming, cultivation are things that we are always engaged in. Yeah, and that is why many tracts of land are in existence. But the way they are cultivated, they cannot yield much to the people who are cultivating them. And new ideas are not well embraced.
Well embraced. People are not serious with the new ideas and the new technology that
Yeah,
they
louder
should
bit.
be that
Yeah.
they should be employing on the ground to produce more.
Yeah.
And most of those people who have big pieces of land may not be having enough capital to employ on the ground to produce the much that is necessary for them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also another challenge.
And then investors back here, very few get into agriculture.
Yeah.
Many investors are looking into businesses that will fetch bigger
Big
monies
monies.
and faster, and a business that looks cleaner, where you'd not involve so much in dirt. Yeah, but farming is what has kept the country running, because it is the source of food.
Yes.
The textile industry depends on farming. Every source of food that we have around,
It's
food
just from the farm.
from the farm.
Very fresh and nutritious food, direct from the farm. Yeah.
Right. So that is why we would encourage that as many people get into farming, and we've got to explore all new ideas that can help us to farm sustainably, because the manner in which people are farming, again, has led into environment degradation. Yeah, that's why we are dealing with farmers so much in trying to train them on how they can cultivate in a way that promotes sustainability of the ecosystem. Yeah, where the soil doesn't deplete, where the soil isn't eroded, where we have food forests, like you cultivate and ensure that trees are not affected by the manner in which you farm. Many people would want to cut down all the trees around so that they start cultivating.
Exactly.
So when you cut down all the trees and start
But
cultivation.
you can remember a long time ago, people never used to, we were not using the fertilizer from the shops. The soil was so natural and people were just producing from there. So, but by the time people started introducing this into the soils, all the nutritive value of the soil started depleting, and every soil is now degraded. So they have to continue using the fertilizer so that they can produce from the farm. But it has become also expensive, very expensive.
Yeah.
Without buying it from the shop, you can't get enough from the farm.
That is very true. Once you use synthetic fertilizers on your land, that land is already degraded. You have to keep using it, and the more you use it, the more it depletes the soil. But again, you have to use it. So restoring that soil becomes really difficult. And that's why we are promoting organic farming, so that we move away from synthetic fertilizers. But it is a battle that I don't know if we will ever achieve any success about, because even governments are promoting synthetic fertilizers. Despite knowing clearly that they are affecting our farms.
Soils.
And also promoting agrochemicals that are not friendly to the soil. And that is why even earthworms that are quite beneficial to the soil are no longer in existence. Yeah. And even animals that helped to just see that the soil is in good state, is taken care of, are no longer in existence. So I hope your question is answered. If you ever wanted to know why our farms are so large, but the yield is so low. However, many farmers who have embraced modern technology are reaping big, and they're the source of the food. They are our bread basket. They are the people who produce the food that we eat around. And looking at the climate around Nyabohanse, Kuria in general, is a very good climate.
It's a very good one.
I don't know a single crop that doesn't do well here.
No.
Bring bananas into Korea, they will do well. They won't
They have
disappoint.
very nice soil, deep soil. It's
Deep
so
soil,
deep.
rich
Bananas
soil.
can do well. Even the fruit trees like oranges,
Yeah. Bring
mangoes.
sugarcane.
Bring sugarcane, it can do well.
I saw a farm somewhere where they have got sunflower.
Sunflower,
And,
and it was
and
doing
it was
well.
doing just so well. Sorghum,
Sorghum, even
millet.
I saw pumpkins.
Yeah.
There were pumpkins and there were
Watermelons. Yeah.
Yes, and they were doing so well.
They were doing so
and
well.
that is just one farm out of the many farms that we've seen around.
I actually believe that Korea land can feed Kenya.
It can.
Yeah.
It can.
Yeah. The only problem is that we haven't explored. We haven't really given it our best to see that the farms produce. But I'm seeing a great potential.
Yeah, maybe lack of seriousness, lack of enough knowledge, lack of enough capital.
Yeah.
Those ones can contribute to that.
Yeah.
But for now, I'm seeing they're trying so much on maize.
Yeah.
And they harvest it. I mean, they produce it for cash. It's now like their cash crop around here.
Yeah, and maize is...
I see a lot of it.
Yeah, and besides...
being loaded to the trucks and going to...
being taken to other parts of the country. Nairobi, precisely because that is where people do not cultivate. There are no farms there. So they produce a lot. Then it is sold outside the county. Then after a few months, we run short of maize, short of corn. Then we have to start struggling to look for it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
because
what happens.
because you sell almost all of it, and then the little that you are left with gets depleted. Then you start thinking of where to get the next corn. So if a season doesn't do well, people face hunger, and this is affecting so many people. And not only in Kenya, across Africa. But what affected us most was when we got into deforestation. Wanton destruction of forest lands. So the number of trees that we had reduced. And people invaded lands like swamps. So we've ended up with soils that a climate that is just degraded. Our climate is really affected.
It is not even balanced.
And you cannot even easily predict the weather.
It's not predictable.
And the weather patterns have changed.
Have changed a lot.
Yeah, have changed a lot. So we are in serious struggles to see that we stand up again. And I'm hoping that it will work. We are producing more tree seedlings. We are looking forward to a time that we will be planting trees, and our subscribers will be our source of support. You guys will be our pillar. When we will embark on regreening Africa, we are not only regreening Migori. When we will embark on regreening Africa, we will want to see the Africa that was left by our forefathers. The Africa that existed at the time when our forefathers were taken up as slaves, when colonialism was just setting in, when modern life was just setting in, a lot of destruction of nature took place. Even places that used to have lots of wildlife, these days you can't. We have Kenyans who have never seen wild animals. Tourists are coming every day.
To see them. We are with them here, but some of us, we've never seen them.
Yeah. To be sincere, I've only seen an elephant. I think I've seen elephants twice in my life. They are animals that I see on TV more than I see them.
Hippopotamus?
Hippos, I've seen a hippo once. No, twice.
That one you have to go to the water to go and see it from.
Yeah, you've got to travel to go see it.
Yeah,
but they used to exist around. We even have places that are named after animals.
Even the antelopes. Antelopes used to be just mainly, they used to be rampant, but nowadays you can't meet them anywhere.
You can't meet them anywhere.
The rabbits, the wild rabbits,
the wild rabbits, the hare.
Yeah.
And even hyenas. Hyenas used to exist.
Nowadays, no.
No, you can't easily come across.
You can't even hear the sound of a hyena around.
Yeah, so guys, that is it.
So, in Korea, they are producing this maize and then going to sell.
Yeah.
I think the best that they could do as well is also to supplement, not just producing maize, but maybe planting or rather growing something like cassava, so that when the maize is gone, a farmer remains with the cassava as well to feed the family.
I don't know how it came about that we got into...
And cassava is also more resilient.
Yeah, to
It can
climate
adapt
effects.
to, so it could also be another good option. Yes, cassava or other sweet potatoes.
Cassava, sweet potatoes, Irish potatoes. Generally, all tubers can do well, and cereals. I don't know of a cereal that doesn't do well here. I don't know of a fruit that doesn't do well here.
For example, look at this farm.
Yeah,
this one was purely maize. It was
this was purely maize. Yeah,
this was totally monocropping.
This was monocropping.
Yeah, so if they could have added some, they could have planted some beans just in between.
Yeah.
Or groundnuts. At least they could be having just different varieties of cereals. Just from the same farm.
Absolutely. Yeah. So guys, that is it.
And we talked much about it.
Yeah, we've really talked a lot about it, and it is the reason why we have large tracts of land, but people are going hungry without food. I think it needs some serious approaches, some goodwill from the political class, and also some goodwill from the leadership. However, as Joint Hands Green Life Trees, we are on a mission, and we will do our best to see that transformation takes place. It is what we are after. Small as we are, because we are not quite a large organization, but we have a big dream, not only for our country, but for this continent. Yeah, to see that livelihoods are improved, and food security is taken care of, and such stuff.
Environmental sustainability.
And we sustain the environment and restore the ecosystem that we inherited from our forefathers. Yeah, guys, so
we are the change. So, and the change begins with us.
Yeah.
It also begins with you.
Yeah, and it is gonna work. It is gonna work. When time comes, we'll call upon you, our subscriber. And that is why, if you've not yet subscribed to our channel, please do. Because when time comes, we will really know. Away from all that, we are at Baba Godfrey's yard. We came over here to explore how best to do some transformation in this yard. So one-on-one, we're going to update you on what we intend to do for this yard.
And we were supposed to highlight this during the previous video.
Yeah.
But something happened, so we didn't find it as we recorded, so we are now redoing it.
Yeah, actually, it usually happens. Sometimes you go about recording, you do a video,
and
by mistake it gets deleted, plus many errors that, that occur here on the ground. And we are the camera people, and we also are the grounds people. So sometimes it is really challenging, but we are managing. And we are grateful to you, our subscriber. You give us the views. It is you who is building us. So we need you. You are very important to us. So please, if you've subscribed, don't unsubscribe, please. And sometimes, I know that sometimes we might find ourselves on a wrong side. Like something happens that really doesn't satisfy you, doesn't go well with you. Then you feel like, do I unsubscribe from these guys? Or sometimes because we take a little long before another video comes in, and you feel like, are they gone for good? No, we are usually around. And we are preparing a lot to be bringing before you. So do not unsubscribe. Just tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe to Joint Hands Green Life Trees and follow us, because a lot more will be coming your way. And I think our subsequent videos will be also based on your comments. So when you make a comment, we will always make effort to respond to it, either by by replying right there or by doing a video that gives you the answer to your question. To this point, I'm grateful to Fellow the Boys, Zach Discoveries, and the other guys who are reaching out to very many vulnerable households.
Otenga Junior.
Otenga Junior, thank you so much for that toilet that you are constructing. Yeah, that guy is doing pit latrines like an outbreak of doing pit
Don't forget
latrines.
to mention Jose the Mason.
Jose the Mason.
Getanyi Senior.
Yeah, Gentanyi Senior 254.
254.
That guy is a great guy.
Yeah.
And many other people whom we may not be able to mention all of them.
Yeah.
Very wonderful people. Please reach out to them. And especially, we've seen a lot of sincerity in the many guys who are doing charity work because they can do it and show you right on camera. We have people who do this stuff in the name of charity, but you'll never see what they have undertaken. We also have guys who are so good at criticizing what others have done. And they will do a whole video.
That's their job, and we value it. We respect them as well.
Yeah. But now again, it is usually good to
you know, some videos maybe are done for views.
Yeah.
Maybe there may be no facts, but looking for views.
Yeah, looking for views. You give it some title there.
Exactly.
Yeah, a title, a crazy title that will attract views. Then we go looking for the content, and we do not just see anything relevant to the title provided. All right, so I was saying that we are at Baba Godfrey's place. We are at his yard. We want to do some transformation here. You can see him in the camera there.
At the background.
Yeah, the background.
There he is.
Yeah. Baba Godfrey, you can wave.
Just come and wave.
Kaacho ogamba mangana. Yeah, let him come over.
And he's also in green.
He's in green.
We are today matching.
Yeah, he's joined hands green life.
Sema jambo.
Jambo.
Yeah.
Habari ya jioni. Kwa majina mimi ni Patrick Sinsiga.
Asante sana.
Karibuni sana. Na mmefanya vizuri kunitembelea. Pia karibu tena siku nyingine.
Asante sana.
Sawa.
Yeah, so he's saying his name is Patrick. Yeah, Pam is just reminding him that he continues watering the plants that we just brought over. He's grateful and he's also welcoming us, and he's also happy that he's receiving support from you people. His life is transformed. He's grateful for that, and his gate remains open. He's welcoming us. Yeah, so this is what we would want to do in this yard. Zach had worked here and he had done the gate. So since he completed the gate, there is need. A subscriber reached out to us on how we can go about this gate and also the walkways in this home. We were exploring what is workable in this yard, and we checked around because this particular subscriber was asking about the walkways, how best we can define them, and we were exploring what is most workable. We checked around here, and so he advised that this that you see here is a grave. Otherwise, we were thinking of how to go about beautifying this place and reducing the amount of soil, because you see they dug this area around the gate. We wanted to levelize, to get the whole area leveled, but now since that can't work with the grave around here, we have decided that we will do otherwise. And our subscriber also wanted something cost effective, so we will be doing a walkway right from the gate here. It will be a walkway that will be either slabs or concrete, or it could be cabros. We will be exploring that together with the subscriber who sent us here. Once we explore and find what is most workable, then we will do a drive a walkway from the gate, and this walkway will come all the way and join this slab that you see here. Now, besides joining this slab, we'll also have it going down this way towards the washrooms, towards the lavatories. So it will be something of the kind. So we have to define it, and just as I said, it could either be concrete, or it can be cabros or slabs. We are still exploring what will work best. So to this point is where we will bring it. But now we're going to ensure that in defining it, we will have an edge, a brick edge to either side of this walkway. Then besides the brick edge, we're also gonna have some hedging plants, dwarf or short hedging plants. We will have them to either side of the brick edge, so that whoever comes from the house and wants to go into visit the pit latrines walks right on concrete, or they walk on some cleaner ground, to avoid walking on mud and also getting into the house with muddy shoes or something of the kind. So right from the gate to the house will be the kind of ground that I'm defining: concrete, slabs, or cabros, and that is what will go right down there. Once all this is explored, just as we have explored what is most workable, we're gonna share a budget with our subscriber and also discuss possibilities of what is most ideal for this particular yard. Then once we do the walkway, we will also have grass. Some grass should be planted to either side of the walkway, so that if you are out of the walkway, you are still onto grass, but we will be discouraging bare ground, because when the ground is bare, then we end up with the same mud and the same erosion that we are trying to address. That is done. It will be brought right here on camera. You will see the transformation that we will have brought about. We are looking forward to some transformative work, some difference, some change in the yard, and we are hoping this will be of great benefit to the people residing in this particular home. So stay tuned to our channel, Joint Hands Green Life Trees. We are looking forward to catching up with you in our next video. My name is John Bosco for Joint Hands Green Life Trees. I wish you the very best. Bye-bye.